because I'm trying to be respectful, but we have many people amongst us who are going to catch the flights and train our parents. And we also have some dignitaries watching online. So please, we can keep it to 2 minutes. I know our demonstration deserves 1 week eulogy, I know. But just because of present time, let's keep it short up, at least this can go on. Can we have Dr. Kobe? Please. Thank you in advance for 26 minutes.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to celebrate a great man, a Nigerian who gives Nigeria a good publicity, who gives Nigerians hope. I've been living in France 14 years. I haven't been in the embassy for a long, long time. Ambassador KAYODE LARO came to visit me when my husband died. Wow. And I thought, embassy came. How on earth would they hear? Looking at his life history, I see that he did geography when Professor Kobe was in geology, head of geology in the So when he heard that Professor Kobe died, it was not hard for him to come. But I was surprised because even though I was working in NU there, in the Faculty of Medicine, I didn't know many geography students, as it were. But the thing about him is that he, as everybody has testified, he comes to everybody's level. He came not only to the house, he came to the celebration of life that we did in the church, and stayed with Nigerians and spoke with people who were so, I mean, I didn't even know, honestly, I had been out of touch with the embassy because I am now a French citizen, even though I still remain Nigerian. So I don't need passport, I don't need anything from the embassy. But he reassured me that we shouldn't give up on Nigeria. I didn't even remember that I had met him in 1985 when he started his diplomatic in the embassy with Ambassador Adeyemi. When I told that, I told Adeyemi that, your young man came to see me. I connected them because they hadn't been in touch for a while. I love the way the embassy people relate to each other. You had Ambassador Mustafa say that it was like having a friend, a brother. You know, Nigerians must know that there's only one race of human beings. There's no, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, whatever. It doesn't matter. There are good and bad people. That's how I see it. So please, don't let your religion or your tribe continue to make you feel different from other people. We're celebrating his life now. We cannot stand up and say that was a good man. He did his best. He did his job to the best of his ability. He was a man of excellence. I pray that the embassy continue to be a place of excellence, where people can come confidently and ensure that no matter what their issue is, they will have a clear the number of calls I get in when things look like impossible. Somebody has to travel. Visa is not ready, and you will intervene. Just say, don't worry, ma'am. We'll do something about it. Oh, I can't get my thing right because they say that I need this, I need that, and I must go now. Other people will say, take your turn. We have the rules. We give exceptions. Look at how they went to Bordeaux, to everywhere, and took the embassy to the village. You wonder what hasn't everybody done that one here. People have to travel. We recognize that in France, people are just managing to live because the salaries are not as good as they were in America when they get, in addition, each to get their passport done. But in France, we can't afford that. He knows it, and he does the opposite. And takes free for all of us. Let's just remember what we have learned about it today, and let it impact each one of us, so that we live differently, so that we see life differently. Life is too short. And only what you do, what you will remember. Keep on, KAYODE. You tried a good face. I'm proud of you. And I know your colleagues are all proud of you. I sometimes we forget Ambassador's platform. And I know he was being expected in New York. I think it's in October, sometime this month, that it was supposed to be a leading speech there. They will miss you all. But all of them will remember you for all you stood for all you did. Not say success, not right, not do what you do.
Thank you so much, man. It was good what he did. Let's now have Mr. Friday Mogu, former Nigerian President Marseille, give his conversation.
I'm not good at protocols. Your Excellencies, I greet every one of you. I'll make it brief. The first time I met my ambassador, I call him my ambassador because I was having this personal relationship with him. He was the first, or the second ambassador that gave me his direct contact. When we had our proxy tonight visit, immediately we left to our destination. I was surprised. I gave him a complimentary card. We exchanged complimentary cards. The first thing he wrote, that was the 14th of September 2020. He said, "Good afternoon, Mr. Friday, and I hope all is well. It was nice having a meeting with you at the embassy. Thanks for coming. Please let our citizens know that appointment of passport biometric is now by application to noted the website. The online appointment system is being suspended." And he now said, "Thanks for your leadership and for your service to the Nigerian community." You know, I responded to him, and he started texting me some other time. I have a lot of message that because of time I won't be able to read them. But I think we've lost a great one. I used to be, people who knows my face, I used to be that stubborn type. When I mean stubborn type, fighting for the betterment of Nigerians when I was the Nigerian president. But when I met Ambassador Laro, that was when I knew someone can be calm. He made me, I became very calm because of his good work. And I would just like to say that Your Excellencies, you people are having a very big task because the legacy this man is put in place. I just pray that you people continue the good work that he has been doing, and I pray may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Thank you, Mr. Friday. I was scared when he said before he was not calm and he was broken. I was like, I can get this mic from him. Thank God I was loud. Won't make you calm. So I'm going to my mic back. All right, let's have Mr. KAYODE, President of the Association myself, to give his own blessing.
Good afternoon, everybody. All protocol to the end of the time. My name, Comrade KAYODE Laro. I'm the president of the Nigerian Association, the current president, the reigning president. In myself, I don't have much to say, just to say. With the two story, we had problems. 5 people fell from 7-story building in myself. I had problems with all things. we came, we had lots of serious meetings with different associations and the authorities. I want to tell you now that Marseille is a very peaceful place. With the intervention of our ambassador, our daddy, they intervened and it's peaceful. The last time I met him, it was the Access Bank launch. I said that when I people coming to Marseille, I could remember I was the first person to signify as my passport coming to Marseille. First off, I went to meet Mr. and I said, after an order, I said, go and meet the big boss. I said, can go, who will come? I said, oh, please give us time. Say no time. We'll reach out to you. And we wrote, like 6 months ago, inviting to our October 1st celebration. I was so surprised. Minister and I called me and said, and I said, so you got our letter? I said, yes. It was on his text. And what he could not do, he came, and it was a success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that testimonial. We will move to the next person. We have in the midst the wife of His Royal Majesty Oba of Lagos in France. Please, ma'am, please come up to give your comments message.
Good afternoon, everyone. Your Excellencies, everyone attendant, good afternoon. My name is Olori Ayaba Ayomi Wasani. I'm one of the, let me do my sonship, it's not something, sorry. Okay. I'm one of the KAYODE Laro of France, the Yoruba KAYODE here in France that brought Videographer together here. By the grace of God, I had the opportunity of meeting with His Excellency, Ambassador Laro. I used to say that it's Laro in Yoruba, how Laro in by me, for everyone that understands Yoruba. And then I've had the opportunity of moving in and out of France before I said stay here permanently, and then he's first ambassador that is going to be close to people. Very, very, extremely close to people. And then even when we invited him for the event that we had last year, he was there, he came very much on time, and he was there all through, which I really appreciated. Now, what I know about him is that he's very, very humble. Humble to a fault. Humble to a fault. I say it again, humble to a fault. Anytime I remember him, you know, I just want to like cry and say, God, why? But in Yoruba, it hurts me deeply. I had the opportunity of meeting with his wife and his children, and also the in-law, because one of the daughters got married even when he was ill. Unfortunately, we couldn't go and see me at the hospital. We were not permitted to see him at the hospital before he passed on, and it really hurt KAYODE that I couldn't see him. And with the Yoruba culture, the KAYODE cannot see the dead. So that's why I'm representing KAYODE here. I'm here with the Ashiwaju of Videographer here in respect of Chief Tony, and then the Bewaji and the Otun Bewaji. All of us were here to represent the KAYODE here. So I was like, want to continue. He's very dynamic, a loving father, to me especially, and I know to many of us that are here in this country. He's a dynamic man. I had a one-on-one with him, and then we spoke and learned on so many things on how to bring Nigerians together here. We suffered a lot before he came here to get the visa, to get papers and everything like that. I had the opportunity of coming here as well, and I saw so many things that happened there that I had to meet with them, Mr. Delo, and you know, so many things happened. But with him, everything changed. And then I pray and I hope that he left a very, very big shoe. And then whosoever that is getting into those shoes, the person will have to work hard. We have to believe that it's not just Nigeria Lawa, so let's go as Nigerians. No, we have to have an impact. He is an impact factor. He was able to do things, he was able to make things work, he was able to move around, he was able to mix with people, he was able to draw people near to him, he was able to show that, yes, we are Nigerians, but we are a change factor. That I appreciate about him. He does not complain. Even I met some of his staff as well when we went to his house. He does not complain. Even his wife had a long talk with me, and he kept saying he would not complain. He would not. He said so many personal things to me, which I was able to learn from him, even after his death as well. When we came in to have a meeting with His Excellency, with the new chiefs and everything like that, we went to meet with him. He spoke to us as a father, as a friend. And then we said so many things that we can do to move in Nigerians together here. It's beyond cultism. It's beyond us fighting. We, Yoruba, or me, I'm Hausa, or me, I'm Igbo. Really, in the eyes of God, we are one. Muslims, Christians, men, women, and I pray we'll be able to imbibe what he has taught us. We'll be able to live it in full and not let his legacy die. I want to encourage all of us here, especially people at the embassy, that they should please not allow his legacy to die. If he does, then we're a failure, including myself. If he does, what he has left behind, we have to ride on it and move on to the next level and ensure that we Nigerians here in France, we don't speak French, forget, we came to learn it here. We have an impact for our children and the children to come. Let them know that Nigeria is here to stay. Nigeria is not going anywhere, and Nigeria will not be divided, no matter what it is. It will not be divided. Last of all, Ambassador Laro, what he has done to me personally is that he has taught me how to treat children. He told me, your children, do they speak Yoruba? I said, yes, so their father will not allow them to speak any other language in the house, so they speak Yoruba. All of us say that we have our children here. I want to request, humbly request, that beyond the English, sorry, I'm not being saying wrong, beyond the English or the French that we speak here, our own native dialect, let our children know it. It's very, very important. Why is it so? When we are in the midst of everything or there is danger, that is your code to your children. You will not be speaking Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa or Igbo and say, no. Let's be ready to train up our children. Let's teach them our language. Let them be able to help us as well to help them. Let us leave a good legacy for them. Now, to the departed soul, I would say rest in peace. It's in a better place, no matter what. It's better for you to be there than to have pains here on earth. One way or the other week we are going. We don't know the day, we don't know the hour. We don't know how. We don't know. It's only God, Allah, that knows. Whether we call God or Allah, He's still God and He's our Creator. So to him, I say rest in peace. Thank you so very much for the opportunity.
Your great remarks is about his legacy. I'm sure many of us here are still confused whether our late ambassador was a Christian or a Muslim. Am I right? Because he never put that in anybody's face. As a matter of fact, some of us got to know when he was being buried. So this man actually was the most devoted one. Well, that's the spirit of Nigeria. If we had leaders like him across Nigeria, we would not have any clashes. Exactly. He treated everyone as a Nigerian and there was no stress. Just so you know, we also have watching us live. Madam Alima Laro, his daughter is online, his family members are online listening to us, so they are taking notes. They are basking in the theology we are saying. So let's know that this is beyond the gathering here. Some members are there. I also want to pay respect to Ambassador Benedict Adejile, who was also here at some time serving the Paris mission of the university here. Without wasting more time, let me invite Mr. Shinola to give his brief remarks. The President in diaspora myself.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I greeted Ambassador to be Mustafa and Asia, Ambassador to Venezuela. Good afternoon. How is my guys? Good afternoon, sir. I want to just talk about just one thing I knew about him. Because all of us have said beautiful things concerning my dad here. I have an opportunity to learn from him that in life, we should learn to do good. That anything good that we did will be speaking for us even after we leave. When it came to myself, this January 6th, he arrived. I picked him at the airport. And he came to my house directly. My wife said today, she had yam and egusi. I was like running left and right. I don't know how to host a Nigerian president in France in my house. I was just running. Because we are preparing for a program that's to do a day. Now, we here and KBS you are there too, and the artists that I brought from Nigeria. He had that food. I don't know. Madam, your food is sweet. That's number one thing that I learned from him, that despite his level, he still brings himself low down. Because he told me that the first day when we came to do the inauguration that anyone can have individual contact with him, that his door is open to everyone. That would do at that night. He danced with us. This is the picture. I gave to Madam Muti. He danced with my wife. They danced Bugawa. Do, Bugawa. Very lively man. He was dancing. In fact, when we were about to close the party, I said, excuse me, sir, we're about to teach them. This is what we came here for. Let's continue dancing. Excuse me, sir. Just excuse me, sir. This is what we have for. Now we are singing. Now we are singing. Okay. I remember when that night to wrap up the program, I have just 2 points left. I wanted to call me, don't worry about myself. And he came with 6 people. And teacher was there, Madam Dorothy was there, Mr. Yakub, as in Nigeria now, was there. He said, come on. I want to tell everyone today that Ambassador sat in the front of his official car, and the all staff, they laughed themselves at the back of the car. He said, so when we get to the hotel, that conversation, how are you, everybody? Must be in the hotel. Says to me, why are you coming? I have to account for all my staffs. That everybody must be accounted for. He cared for everybody, including the staff. The most surprising one is that when we went to meet for mobile enrollment with Mr. Mohammed and the Elijah Sarah, he was everywhere with us. And the places that he has been to, I will not really go into. But the most surprising one that I have an opportunity is like death really took me away from me because he elevated me. In fact, he brought me into that. When I saw him came, the girl said, this is no. You don't know. I don't know. Please, you will talk here behind the person. I don't know what to say. You know how it talks now? You will say something. Just 3 minutes, okay? Just 3 minutes, okay? What's up? When I went back to my seat, I don't know what to say. I was confused in front of my scholar and just that was the last time I saw him. And that was the last day. I made an announcement in Nigeria with the artist that came in January 8th. His death was announced on our national radio and national television. My friends are working with me there that I lost someone. He's a man. And he's a father. It's just a father. I don't have any right to say, may your soul Sir, rest in gentle peace. I love you so much. My family love you. And God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Shinolawi. Well, we're going to be reading some messages from our online viewers. But just also, because again, we're not mourning here, so I don't want us to, we're not mourning. We are celebrating the legacy. That's what we're doing here. And so all the testimonials are, endorsement to the fact that some of us might be oblivious to the things they did in secret that we don't know about. I've seen many people come here to read text messages. And I was telling myself, that if one of the easiest jobs to have been given to anybody in this life is to be a late ambassador's personal PA. You know why? You won't do anything. You won't pick his phone, he won't allow you. He will reply to himself. So you're not collecting your salary and be looking because he will reply everybody. You can't tell him don't go anywhere. And when he goes, he will sit in front of the car. Then you have to pay, you cross your leg behind him. What a leader, what a leader. So I'm going to just read a few of the, we can look at some of the messages we have pouring in. We have somebody represented from, we have Dr. Bashikola, the chairman, continental chairman of NIDO, that's Nigerian Students Organization Europe. He's joining from Russia. And he's saying, on behalf of myself and all members of Nigerians in the diaspora organization Europe, NIDO, heartfelt condolences to the family, friends, and colleagues of Ambassador Laro. May his humble soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you so much, Dr. Bashikola. Thank you for your leadership. We also have Adeyemo Shodipo. Mr. Adeyemo Shodipo, can you just come up a bit? Yes. Yes. This is your, I want to assume he's a very close friend because KAYODE, you have earned a reputation as one of the top graduates of University of Life. You are a super first-class honors graduate. You were also a professor of ethics at University of Life. Your books are being studied and read by everyone at the University of Life. Everyone misses you. You left us with a remarkable legacy. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Adeyemo Shodipo from the US. Do we have other? All right, this is from, can you just go up a bit? Just, okay, Mr. Adeyemo Shodipo again, okay. The same person. Do we have any to that kind? So we don't miss anyone. We are also joining us online, Madam Amina Suzuki, that's the chair for APC Party in France. Okay, so if we don't have, once we have more, we will read that. So let's have, come to stage right now, Ms. Leslie Momo to give our blessing message. And after that, we'll be having Mr. Yelatina.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Blessing. And while I was in Hong Kong, before moving to Paris for my studies, I had a privilege to have a close relationship with the ambassador in Hong Kong. And that was one thing I told myself, this is something rare that I'm not going to have an opportunity to have in France. For coming to France, for my master's, I had opportunity to interact with different staffs at the embassy. But with Ambassador, it's KAYODE, it was a different situation altogether. Because I organized an event for the young children in France here, enlightening them about Nigeria, for them to know more about our home country. And I told the embassy, I was still trying to locate a place to host the event. It's an award where Nigerian kids here in France will come together, perform, and then they'll be given an award. So since I told the embassy, I felt like it is best for us to have a well-organized event, I got a message from the ambassador saying, "Blessing, I'm not sure I'll be able to make it, but I'm certain the embassy will participate due to an operation." So I think he did an operation before or after, so he wasn't certain that he was going to make the event. But then a day before the event, I got a message that I will be attending. I became scared because the place we had in mind, the place where it secured for the event was very small. It was a lovely place, but for an ambassador, I felt this is not the place to invite the ambassador to come. So he came on the day of the event. He was the first person that graced the event. And I got a welcome. He sat. I thought he was going to, when he saw the place, because honestly, the place, I myself, if I was the ambassador, I would have felt disrespected, because the place was really, it's a nice place for children, for events, but for an ambassador or someone of a high level stature, I felt it wasn't the best place to welcome him. But he sat and he stayed throughout the event. He encouraged the kids. The kids were dancing, singing. He encouraged them, and he presented the award to the best Nigerian kid that performed that day. And he said something. He said, next year, which is this year, I'm sure it's going to be better. But like we all have said, we can't predict life. He has left a legacy that is very, very hard to fill and very difficult. And as a result, for the next award, I intend to have Larry Legacy of Leadership Awards to children to honor his legacy. Because that was the first award night for Nigerian kids here in France to encourage them to showcase their talent. And he stayed throughout the event. So the award will be given to kids that just to encourage them and to celebrate the younger ones trying to be a better person in their different fields, sports, academic, just to honor and leave a legacy and to honor the ambassador. The last thing that I'm just going to say about the ambassador is, on Monday I went for an event, a big event, and I met a lady, and she told me, "Oh, you're from Nigeria?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I met your ambassador." I was like, "Oh, really?" She was like, she didn't know initially that he was the ambassador. She forgot her headphone. She's not a Nigerian. Forgot her headphone, and the ambassador stood up and said, "Oh, madam, you forgot." And she picked it. She said, "Oh, thank you." And then they exchanged, and then he gave her the business card. And that was when she knew that he was the ambassador. Like we've all said, he was a very humble ambassador. He was a kind man, and he was a father to me. He will be greatly missed. I also want to appreciate all his staffs, because it's one thing to have a leader, it's another thing to have staffs that really support the leader. So a big thank you to all the staff at the embassy.
Thank you so much, Ms. Blessing Ebomo. I think that's a very inspiring one you're doing to immortalize his name and his legacy by giving awards to children bearing his name. Thank you so much for that. Let's have Mr. Yalamartina. I'm sorry if it's Yalamartina. Sorry? Valentina. Please, my apologies, ma'am. Madam Valentina. My apologies.
Good afternoon, everyone. His Excellency. I'm here on behalf of the Legislative Association of Parish. Many have been said about the news of Ambassador KAYODE. And if we continue continue as I said to him, that he was a man of humility. He was a father to us, and is to be emulated. I pray that his soul will rest in perfect peace.
Thank you so much, Mark, for representing the voice of the Delta people in France. Let's have Mr. Emmanuel Royer, President of Nigeria in Alsace. Let's put us together for him.
Your Excellency, co-leaders of the association here, all of those I and we noted. I want to quickly thank the ambassador for giving us this opportunity to gather here with one of our next ambassador. In short, we are not even mourning, we are trying to energize him because I came to know him personally from the good work he was doing. At a time when acquiring passport will become a problem that Nigerians here have to go to neighboring countries like Swiss, Belgium, or Spain to get passport. I discussed with my Madam Muti Aimbi, the assistant to the association secretary. He said, no, we can do it. The ambassador is a very good Muslim man. Let's have him here. And that was how we worked hand in hand. As God will have it, February 28th, he was in Alsace. From his friend stand to the hotel, he was very calm. We tried to give him all the presidential, he never wanted that. Just said, sit down, sit down, sit down. We wanted to ask him what he wanted. He said, don't bother. Tell me your problem. Tomorrow I will be meeting with the mayor, I will be meeting with the prefect. What are you encountering here as a problem? He just bring out everything. He said, look, for now, sir, our problem, Nigeria has actually come down in Alsace. The problem of prostitution and others, they have recycled, they are doing well now. It's a good pass man. What other problem do you have? Do you have any other detection? I will say no. For now, we have a good record. But sir, we have problem of hall and other things. He said, okay, I will have meeting with the prefect and I will have meeting with the mayor. And as soon as I finish, I will reach out to Madam Muti, then you follow it up. I think from that day, Madam Muti and I will not relented. I think our leader ambassador is a game changer. Yes. It's a game changer in the sense that this issue of passport we are talking about, we're able to talk to our people, have the ambassador. Under 2 weeks, the passport are coming in. And it has a wonderful team. I salute the special team of the embassy here, the consulate. Yes. Even if you have resistance problems, because Nigeria's passport is always money, bribery. But they don't, this ambassador will make it open that you don't need to know anybody in the embassy before you acquire a passport. Yeah. He make it very open. And the resistance issue in acquiring a passport was change of name, this, that, you have to do this. But with our ambassador, Naya and others, we were able to track in and get the server in Abuja and all that, everything worked well. It's a pity the way we want life, it doesn't go that way. We would have loved to have him forever. But then he has trained a formidable team to take over. So I believe they will not let him down, and he's a formidable, he has been able to form them, and I'm proud of them, seeing them here too. So I think all have been said about our ambassador. It's a legacy, it's an icon, we need to celebrate it, and we need to emulate him. And the last thing I want to say is we all should always act in that form as ambassadors of our various domains of service, whether at home, whether in the union. But one of the problems I have in my region is the separation of the Nigerian Association into different ethnic groups. Igbos, Yorubas, but when they are started, okay, with a soft mind, really talk, they are Brits, ethnic groups. You just build the leader house. Yes. I think that is what we're working on. Please, my honorable is here, let us follow this thing. God bless you.
Well, thank you so much. Diaspora are all ethnic groups. Use them to build a bigger house. I mean, that's what, putting on a marble stone.
Thank you for that. We're not about that. There were so many things to many people, like we said. And one of the things that he is also is the fact that he's a silent achiever. if you didn't mention that the fact that he was in house doing all of this, if Mr. Shino didn't mention he was in his house taking part of the yam, we probably wouldn't know all of these things that he has done. And I remember having a meeting with the head of Chancery, Madam Akpama, and we're trying to showcase all the things that he's doing, because he's an ambassador who traveled wide, from Bordeaux to Marseille to Kent, all of that, and let's create a social media page. So I came to the embassy and I met with them and said, I will support. Let's have his pictures and let's tell the Nigerians how much he has done. While we're gathering all the pictures to be showing, I asked her, what's happening? We're not posting them. Only Pastor, he does not want that. Don't give me publicity. That was how that project died. The Twitter page is there with all of these things to show the world what he's doing. He doesn't even want the publicity. Let me go solve the problem and return back to my office. There's that problem, let me solve. I don't need any accolades. And that is a man that is not after the optics. That is a man that is heart is free for service. So once again, we're paying homage to him. I would like to call on Mr. Okon Ojobogan, the President of Nigeria's in Piccadilly, to give his own remarks.
Thank you, brother. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Let me just rely on the existing protocol. My name is Okon Ojobogan. I'm the President of Nigerian Association in Piccadilly. I'm also the Vice President of Forum. Much has been said about our lovely father, our ambassador. We love him, but death took him away. The first time we met with him was when he invited friend to the embassy. And that was the first time I saw an ambassador taking note of every details we were saying. At the end of the day, he called us and said, I will be ready to work with you, but I need a serious-minded people to work with. He let us understand that he is here to serve. That whatever the difficulties that we are facing, that let's analyze it, give us the details, and we work on it. That very day I can still remember, I said, give me 3 months. Before 3 months, a month and 2 weeks, he called and said, I have been able to rectify with the help of the staff that are working with the issue of passport and the son. I was told him, we made him to understand we have a lot of problems and everything that we are facing. He said, as long as I'm here, come and meet me. Whatever I can need on my own capacity, I will be able to do and do it. Today we are paying tribute to a man that has done all. They have done well because I've been coming to embassy, I've met several or a lot of ambassadors. The only one I would say that is measurable to him was Gordon Brooks, the one that died in Saudi Arabia. He received us also. This is an ambassador. Whatever you ask, this is my first time of people having a direct contact with an ambassador. I really say we missed him all. But wherever he is, his soul, his gentle soul is in perfect peace.
Who is a very good friend and His Excellency, and I would like to take his own message. After him, we'll make the floor open. I don't have the numbers, so the number is not spoken. Can I see by show of hand? Okay, not if you would like to give the 2 minutes message that you're not making, can I see your hand? Just to know how many persons that we have. 1. Who else would like to? Okay, 2. Any other person? Okay, 3. Alright, since you're a business staff, let's have you. Yes. Please introduce yourself and then.
It's a pleasure meeting you personally, but I was kind of short of words. It's bullying. the image that occurs to me was the first time I met him. We were invited to the embassy, the relation of the organization of due to that respect, then it all comes like this. Women. Someone presented me to Mr. His Excellency, then he said to me, "Oh, you are the president of the Nigeria Association for Mediterranean?" I said, "Yes." "Nice to meet you." "Me too, Your Excellency." So, okay. Now, tell me how our Nigeria here? Very short. How our Nigerians there? And I told him, I said, "Your Excellency, sir, our Nigerians they are doing fine. And I would like to tell you that anytime you have this opportunity to be with us, they will be glad to receive you." He said, "Told me, really?" "Yes." Immediately, he presented me to Nigeria, get his number, and we will be there. That was all. Then, few months later, I couldn't make it immediately. Few months later, I was being contacted again through Mrs. Oti to make these things happen. In view, despite of all my engagement, I have to make that thing happen. Because I saw the interest he was putting on it to see his people, feel them, and to see them just to be with them. And I still have in memory while he was there, he just gave a brief speech. Why? To let the Nigeria enjoy the consular service he was bringing in. Because of that, he reduced his speech. The whole other speech, everything was reduced, just to enable them to have that time to pay attention to Nigerians. So, during that period, a friend of mine came, member of the association, I said, "Your Excellency, I would like you to see what Nigerians are doing here. If you can just have a brief time, or even 2-3 minutes, just walk around and see what Nigerians, how they are doing." Okay? If you feel it's okay, we can do that. Immediately we moved before we took him to his hotel. Why I'm saying this is the last image, or I can say the last memory, living with him, what feel with him. So I'm still hooked to that period. But everything stopped there. So ever since, when Ambassador Lara Mata came to me, or anytime I get one means or another, everything ceased up. You can assess me now. My word is still jumping up. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not yet down. I'm not yet finished with him. But I know he lives. Just we are all Christian. We believe that there's life after death. I know he lives somewhere there looking at us. So, but just like everyone has said, I just hope we all can please try and continue with what he did, so that we can keep Nigerians moving. We know we like Nigeria, and Nigeria will not go through.
Thank you very much, sir, for representing Nigeria's diaspora in Toulouse. We have amongst us also a very special friend of our dear Prince and Mr. KAYODE LARO, and he's going to give his own remarks in French. Let's make welcome Madame Sarah.
Sorry. My English is not too bad. You can speak French.
Good afternoon.
Son assistant et membre du personnel.
The mic.
Il y a une règle, un adage en français qui dit les amis et les amis sont mes amis.
In French, en français, in French, we say, the friends of my friends are my friends.
C'est l'occasion d'une famille nigérienne, avec présenté de l'ambassadeur. Et j'ai trouvé son nom extraordinaire. Extraordinaire. De façon d'humilité. De façon d'humilité. J'ai trouvé une humilité extraordinaire. Son humilité. Son métier d'ambassadeur, son statut d'ambassadeur, c'était un sacerdoce. Comme les médecins qui soignaient les docteurs, les malades. Maintenant, il a fait un séjour dans mon pays, le Sénégal. Je suis du Sénégal.
He came to my native land, Senegal, because
I spoke to me about my country. He
spoke to me about his country. I was assured. Because he knew my country. He gave me, he presented the occasion, the opportunity. The wish to go to Nigeria, what I meet him, is good. He's somebody who brings people together. He is an incarnation of his generation. And his sense of duty. His focus on Nigeria. All Africans.
Sorry. Please, can we maintain some silence, please? Thank you.
Instead, I learned from the outside. My family was touched. I was the first. And I swore that I would tackle the steps of this embassy. The embassy and all staff of the embassy. So this day has been the opportunity to show my presence here. And here with my own ears, the qualities that he incarnated. All I wish that his soul rest in peace. May Allah give him his beautiful heart, his good heart, his good actions, his sense of sharing that he incarnated so well. And I thank his family and the whole Nigerian nation which incarnates in its own right the kind of pride I hope that the image that he had left in Paris would not stop in Paris, but would go outside. I hope that everybody will pray for him. So that is so. Rest in peace. I cannot go further because
thank you. All right. Let's have Papa Oduware, the representative of the Osano Gogo community overseas. Please come for your preference.
Good day, everyone. First of all, my name is James Sila Dua, the president of the Osano Community Association worldwide. Next year, I will be inviting celebrating my 50 years old in France.
Wow.
I have seen many ambassadors. I recommended very many of them, mostly to this latest one, the top ambassador. In the recent, before I go on, I have to let someone of this. This is Latin. I bless all of you. And the embassy as a whole. So I have never come to the embassy to see you. But he came to my office one day. I used to telephone him. I responded. I talked to him. I sent him all the messages about Nigeria. And he replied. The last message.
Guys, we need to please be respectful. Let's listen. Please.
The last message I got from him was Laro wishing me happy New Year. He said, until I love that he has left us. Well, I am not going to say much because, as all of you have said, he was a man that is very unoffending. So, I think he has the quality of a man. You see him like a calf. But there is something I want to say about him. It is not the cloth or the manners that makes the man. But when the man is made, cloth and manners does not make him. Oh. That is why, when you see a now, you identify him. When you see Obafemi Awolowo, you identify him. When you see Dr. Nadia, you identify him. Yes, sir. I've seen one quality in Mr. Laro, our late ambassador, which I will read to you all. That Dr. Nadia Zidane told Nigerians 1960, 1st of October. And after I read it, I will leave it for the embassy workers. I continue. There are 4. 1960, 1st of October, when we had our independence. Well, if you can't be a pin on the top of the hill, be a scrub
in the valley, but in the best little scrub by the side of the river. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. 2, if you can't be a bush, be a bit of the grass. And some highway, some hagamic. If you can't be a Muslim, then just be a bass, but the liveliest bass in the day. 3, we can't all be captains. We have got to be screwed. There is something for all of us here. There's big work to do, and there's lesser to do. And the task we must do is the real. Number 4, the last. If you can't be a highway, then just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be the star.
How I wonder.
It isn't by side that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Dr. Nadia Zikiwe said this on the 1st of October 1960. This is our late advice. Work on this for immortal quotations of Dr. Nadia. So I will leave this for the embassy.
Good.